Yo, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to my 6th season doing NBA scouting. This is our Who Is series. Today we'll be talking about VJ Edgecombe, and he is a defensive stud out of Baylor, a guy that I actually really like. If you guys want to read more of my draft coverage, go in the link in the description at hoopshype.com. I do all the pre-draft work there, and I travel to all the pre-draft events from Portsmouth to the NBA G League Draft Combine and the NBA Draft Combine Summer League. Let's just get into it. So, VJ, he's a guy that I think is a lock to go top 5. I know people have said the biggest weakness with him is his lack of a left hand. I think he has gotten better, but he's an interesting prospect that I think is in between a Cason Wallace and a Victor Oladipo, as VJ Edgecombe is a 6'4", 6'5" combo guard with point guard like skills. He can also has the size to play small ball wing. He's from the Bahamas. He's actually from Bimini, which is like about an hour away from me here in South Florida. He was an All-American. He went from the 153rd ranked recruit to a 5-star recruit after dominating Adidas 3 SSB circuit, and he chose Baylor over Duke and Kentucky, and he's actually a part of the Bahamian national team. So this is a guy that so far is averaging 15 points, 5 rebounds, almost 2 of those are offensive, 3 assists, and 2 steals a game, just under 1 block, 52% from the field, and 35% from 3. And VJ's athleticism and defensive ability is something that makes him one of the most exciting prospects in this year's draft. I think while the comparisons to players like Gary Harris and Victor Oladipo are fair, I think VJ offers more lead guard skills as a table sitter akin to Cason Wallace, giving him a unique upside as a two-way player that fits on or off ball. I believe his high motor and defensive versatility will allow him to immediately translate to the NBA, as his offensive development, particularly obviously with that left hand, the three-point shot, decision-making in terms of his shot creation, will determine his long-term impact, especially if he can play off ball and on ball. Projected as a top 5 pick, VJ's trending upward. I think if he smooths out his very small weaknesses, he has the potential to grow into a high level starter or even an all defensive perennial team candidate. And I think that's a valuable addition to any team that needs a defensive team first athletic guard. And he's somebody that a lot of teams should have interest in. I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Do you guys agree with me that he's a bit more guard like? I could see teams developing as a lead guard or as an off-ball guard. You know, we've seen Keontae George, Jared Butler, and Davion Mitchell all have, you know, different levels, different degrees of success in the NBA so far. And I just think Baylor does a great job of putting their guys into position for success. So I think VJ is another guy there who has the fundamentals to come in and contribute immediately.